So it exists. It's listen. There's a million ways to do it, right? You can say no, Allman Brothers aren't Southern rock. They're too good to be Southern rock. They invented it all. Everybody came after. Southern rock is derivative. It's this and that. Sure. Number two, absolutely, the Allman Brothers Band are Southern rock. Follow their lineage from 1969 through the creation of that genre. And then the third one is sort of like, well, they were Southern rock for part of the time, but they were bigger. And I kind of fall as any wishy-washy person in that third part, right? Number one, yes, they're Southern rock. You can't deny it because that's how people know them. And we, look, I get a lot of times like on social media, like, well, Greg said it's rock, so all music's from the South, so it's rock. Well, yeah, he did say that. But Greg is not the definitive voice on what Southern rock is or isn't. And neither is Bob Beatty. Neither is Allison Willey. I mean, it's, I know it when I see it, but they were definitely part of it and marketed as such. Now, it's interesting, super nuanced. You can go over to my blog, longlivetheabb.com, and I have this blog about the birthday of Southern rock, August 14, because that's the day the Allman Brothers most Southern rock record, Brothers and Sisters, comes out. It's also the day Lynyrd Skynyrd's first record comes out. So it's like, okay. And it's interesting, in that post, I talk about the development of that term, Southern rock. It's a marketing term. Artists don't like genre. I mean, I'm an artist. I fit beyond, and that's true. Like, I can be cynical about that, but like, no, an artist isn't going to like genre. Two, an artist doesn't determine genre as much as he or she might think that they could. They might think that they could. Three, what does it really matter anyway? It's just something for people to kind of argue about. Now, the issue I think with the Southern rock discussion, period, end of story, is its embrace of Confederate iconography, the rebel archetype. And that was an issue in the mid 70s, and it has continued for sure. It's gotten sort of back, but in this era, I mean, the Allman Brothers, they had two black members from 1972 to 1976, J-Mo and his best friend growing up, Lamar Williams, and they had toured with rebel flag on posters, on merchandise, and they had a Robert E. Lee on the horseback. So, look, the way that I put it, first of all, they have all disavowed their association with that. And for them, I'll say this, in that era, with the success and everything that was going on, they were not signing off on their merchandise or anything like that. This was something going on in the back office. No, that's not an excuse, but it is the fact of life. But there is an embarrassment about that now. They were a very short window where they used it. Now, I'm a historian of the South. I'm a historian of Southern culture. I am a Southerner. Am a descendant of both sides of the Civil War, but I am a little more connected, or maybe raised on the Southern side of that, where that flag was presented to us as a benign symbol of resistance. And so there's where I think, the issue really comes in now, where the Allman Brothers like, well, no, that's another issue. They couldn't be Southern rock because they did never use the flag, which is wrong. People select memory, or they had black guys in the band. So, the way I put it in the book, and Allison, I'll forever be kind of working on this language of the way to say it, right? But it is, the fact that the flag could be used in this context. I mean, Tom Petty, as late as the 80s, used it in his Pack Up the Plantation album, right? And he also came back and said, I really should never have done that, blah, blah, blah. Was because of what we were taught, what Southerners were taught, including the Allman Brothers, who were all from the South, except one, that the flag represented exactly what Southern rock represented. F you to the man, F you to the Yankees, F you to the kind of people, F you to Neil Young for singing, Alabama and Southern Man. And so they don't like it because of the association with it. They don't like it because musicians don't like genre. None of it matters because they're Southern rock, just like the rest of these bands. Yeah, are they better than Molly Hatchet? Yes. Are they better than 38 Special? Yes. Um, but they're still part of that parcel to that thing. And it is Southern rock to me is a time and place. So a lot of people will be like, well, why is REM not Southern rock, right? Or the Drive By Truckers. It ends. I always say it like sort of ended about the time of MTV because that ruined those types of hair band, the sort of grubby biker dude bands. Like just look them up on. You can see them. Like, they all had videos.
Mhm.
38 Special. Like you're like, yeah, they were not video friendly, faces.
Absolutely. So I'm